Seattle, big city, trendy ways. After passing through Seattle on a brief trip with family, we just had to come back to this fascinating city to spend more than a few hours. After hosting our own Airbnb, we knew it was the way to go if you wanted to experience the Seattle culture. The Airbnb apartment that was located downtown at the sequel was the perfect place to explore Seattle as one of its own. Upon arriving, we were pleasantly surprised with the modern and Spartan look that one would expect for a one-bedroom apartment. The window gave a new perspective into the city from a bird's eye view. It gave us all we needed and more. Who needs space when you have so much more to explore? You can't beat the luxury of Pike's Market, just a hop, skip, and a jump away. My motto, get out and enjoy the sights and people around you. Pike's Market, in my opinion, the core of Seattle. The sights, sounds, and of course the colorful people that course through the market, enjoying its lively entertainment. Slowly strolling through the narrow pathways like salmon swimming upstream, you'll find a plethora of fresh fruit stands, unique trinkets, food vendors, and the vibrant bouquets of flowers and the smell they emit just waiting to be bought for any occasion. The vendors are just waiting for you to stop by for a quick chat, but in the big city atmosphere, have a purpose and keep moving. One of my favorite vendors in Pike's Market is Pappardell's Pastas and Oils. This one-stop pasta shop has a variety of pastas and oils for any palate. If there is any pasta I would personally recommend, chocolate pasta would be the one. Yep, you heard that right, chocolate pasta. It is delicious, especially over a bowl full of vanilla ice cream.
Okay, here we are at Pike's Place in Seattle, and I'm speaking with...
I'm Fisher.
Fisher, nice to meet you, Fisher.
Nice to meet you. I'm a pasta seller here. So. This is Pappardell's Pasta. This is a local-ish pasta chain. This is our flagship store. It's just gourmet pasta and gourmet oils. And we actually have 75 different kinds of pasta here. But the lemon parsley one is my favorite just because it's super easy and you can do kind of whatever you want with it. We actually have a couple of different kinds of dessert pasta. Our biggest seller here is our dark chocolate linguine, which is just a regular, actually, hold on one second. This is the chocolate pasta here. It's a linguine noodle and it has cocoa powder and powdered sugar in the dough. So it doesn't melt when you boil it, and then you can do ice cream, hot fudge, strawberries and bananas.
You almost eat it without it even being cooked.
Totally.
After walking around and smelling the tantalizing aroma of meats curing, spices simmering, and beer brewing, we had to stop into Yuli's. As a meatosaurus and a beer connoisseur, I was extremely excited to see and taste a delicious sausage and savor local beer. Yuli's is a quaint hole in the wall. Just opening for lunch, we had to get a bite to eat. Loving the close quarters and the people watching by the window, this was a great little place to sit down and have a brat. So, what's the name of this restaurant?
Yuli's Famous Sausage.
And how long have you been working here?
Just this year.
Just this year? Mm-hmm. And so what do you think about it so far, especially working in Pike's Place?
It's fun.
Is it?
Busy. Real busy.
And so what's the major menu here at Yuli's?
House plates, German house plates, and sausage sandwiches.
You have some unique beers on taps too?
All local. Uli chooses them himself, actually.
That's pretty cool. So is Uli, is he a staple here? Does he come in and out?
Often. He checks up on us, making sure we're doing everything to his standards.
So what makes these special?
So they're made with the men's room red beer. They're red ale. They're really good.
If there is any place it is a must to see in Pike's Market, it is the world-famous fish market, known for their shenanigans. Watching people fling fish around never gets old. Just perusing the fresh fish lying in a frozen bed of ice, I naively tried to stick my finger into a fish's mouth, the monkfish to be exact. The fissionados, my word for fish experts, decided to cleverly pull a string and... Don't fall for it. Even with the trickery, this fish stand is a must. Just a hint, try to get a spot front and center to catch the show. After trekking around downtown during the day, a show by the Pacific Northwest Ballet is the way to spend a relaxing and entertaining evening.
We're attending the Nutcracker Ballet here in downtown beautiful Seattle. We are at the McCall Hall. We're going to go have some dinner first, and then we're going to watch the Nutcracker. So I'm excited. I've never been to a ballet before. Never been this dressed up before. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. And we'll check back with you when we're done.
During the holiday season, the Nutcracker is a classic. As you enter the building, it is decorated with festive colors and twinkling lights. Everyone is dressed up and ready for an enchanting evening. I think it's sometimes more entertaining people watching and the energy that flows through the auditorium. Unfortunately, we couldn't video any of the performance. However, this is a must-see and a family experience. There's something for everyone with visually stunning scenes and mesmerizing ballet performances. Before I get into the symphony, the restaurant in the Benaroya Hall is worth mentioning. The Muse, a charming and upscale restaurant, is nestled at the end of a maze of halls. The setting has an ambiance of romance and sophistication. The food was presented professionally and every bit delicious. Hats off to the chef. The Muse was amusing. However, while in Seattle, being able to sit in a box seat to get the perfect view and acoustic sound of a symphony is phenomenal. Not only do you get to wear your most elegant attire, you get to meet others from all over the world. They're there for the same reason you are, to be entertained by exquisite music performed by the Four Seasons Symphony and a sensual tango by a talented ballroom dance couple. Instead of sitting back to hear the music, they were able to express the melody through movement. Here's our thoughts.
We just got done with a mesmerizing performance. The Four Seasons performed by the Seattle Symphony, and it was mesmerizing, it was amazing. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the tango dancers. I mean, absolutely amazing. So I know one of these days I'm going to have to get my own private tango dancing lessons. And it was definitely worth seeing. I mean, just the melodies and the different types of strings, the cellos, the bass guitars, the violinists were absolutely phenomenal.
That's right.
It'll make you want to dance the night away.
You're so silly. All right.
After an amazing performance, the night is young and a couple can go exploring downtown for a late bite and a nightcap. If you're into a hip restaurant scene, or even if you're not, the Japonesa is one place that is a place worth visiting. The Japonesa, a Japanese core concept restaurant with a Latino flair, had us stop in not once, but twice. I have to mention that this restaurant has the freshest sushi and sashimi that we have ever experienced. The amount of seafood and variety is worth every penny. My suggestion is to take someone with you, a friend, spouse, your children. That way you can watch each other's faces as you slurp down the unique and lively taste of underwater delicacies.
My name is Sean, delayed traveler, and your name is?
Jason Stedding.
Jason?
Yep.
And Jason, where are we right now?
We are in Seattle, downtown Seattle, First and Union, right by Pike's Market.
Excellent. And what's the name of the restaurant?
Japonesa Sushi Cucina.
I know it's alluded to in the name, but what do you serve here? What's your focus?
We serve a Latin fusion style sushi, so
Okay.
lots of spices, jalapenos, things like that. Yep.
Excellent. And how long have you been here?
I've been here for 3.5 years, and the actual restaurant itself has been here for going on 7 years now.
7 years.
Yep,
Okay, excellent. So you've been embraced by the community and whatnot?
Definitely. We are probably we're definitely one of the most highly regarded sushi restaurants in town, and definitely one of the busiest restaurants you'll find in Seattle.
When you do come to a Japanese sashimi restaurant, you're coming for the experience and not to hold back. I know that sometimes, you get what you pay for. And when you're here, I need you to just trust me, trust the management here, trust the chefs. They're gonna do you right. So we picked the sashimi. We did a 50-50 on the sashimi sushi last night. We did the $100.
Yep.
What is that? The platter?
Omakase. Yeah, the omakase. Yep.
Okay, omakase. So I mean, it was a boat that big for the sashimi. It was a boat that big for the sushi. Pair that with some fantastic. I had an old fashioned and whatnot. It's the makings of a great night, really. Good.
Seattle was nothing short of entertaining with genuinely friendly people and a laid-back atmosphere. Let's recap from our amazing time in Seattle.
What do you think, Seattle?
Seattle's definitely different. It's unique. It's got its own vibe.
It does have its own vibe. I said that the first time we came here.
Yep, it's big city, but I don't know, just very eclectic.
Eclectic, yeah.
You just walking down the street, you have your super classy BMWs, Ferraris, all the way down to your
Thank you. Have a good night.
to the homeless, really, and everything in between, every culture.
It does have, like you said, going back, it does have its own vibe, that's for sure. So, I guess like anything though, when you're there somewhere long enough, you don't see it anymore. So like living amongst beautiful mountains, you know, eventually it just becomes part of the backdrop. So I would say the same here, that the people who live here might not see what we see as visitors, but
I think
they definitely have their own vibe,
yeah.
for sure.
But just even walking downtown on the strip, you could probably have something to do every single night. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and still not see anything here in Seattle. Especially if you're a foodosaurus like I am.
Foodosaurus? A foodie?
A foodie.
Yeah, there you go, Foodosaurus. So did you have fun?
I did. I had a blast.
Really? So, what was your most favorite thing?
My favorite thing is being able to get away and step out of the norm into something different, something unique, something that's not that we do on a daily basis.
Everything is not a thing at all. It's just being around these skyscrapers, walking down the streets, and everyone just doing their own thing, running their own business. So I like that part of it. Again, I still wonder how anyone meets anybody in a big city, because no one talks to each other. They just keep their head straight and walk and whatnot. So
That's what the bars and the nightlife's for.
I guess, yeah, you're right. We'll talk to you in a heartbeat. And there's a girl walking down the sidewalk in her underwear. That's interesting. I guess they're going this way. You can't see. Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get walking down the street. Ubers and the lifts.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to walk downtown and get a little tired or don't feel like walking across town to get somewhere, just get a ride.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a highlight too, was living the whole city life and actually taking the Ubers and the Lyfts everywhere, which we will.
Chauffeured around.
That was great. I'll admit, we took the black service, especially on Uber, so it's pretty nice cars we were able to be chauffeured around in. It's definitely worth coming back to.